bitch and everything she did, and everything she ever wanted, and everything she is. Fuck that bitch and that new dude she's with. I hope that you get what you wanted. I hope he cheats again, and I mean that shit. Fuck that bitch. I should've known better, should've tucked that bitch. Shorty had me by the heart, I used to love that bitch, but now I can't stand it, she can suck my dick. I get what I did was wrong, acting as if I ain't ever cared for you. Was there for you, but your emotions, they became unbearable. Now this shit's unrepairable, and I just needed time. Then you became so shareable to hella freaking guys. You can say that you hate me and think that I'm crazy, but you so fucking fake now, I swear I can't take it. I always kept it real with you, I only used to deal with you. Thought I was meant to heal with you, but now it's just fuck that bitch and everything she did, and everything she ever wanted, and everything she is. Fuck that bitch and that new dude she's with. I hope that you get what you wanted. I hope he cheats again, and I mean that. Believe that. I truly hate your guts right now, cause I ain't get a second chance when I fucked up, pal. You gon' give this other prick the benefit of the doubt, and after everything we've been through, you gon' switch up your route. So now it's fuck you, cause you said fuck me. Trust I had many opportunities to bust things, but I stay loyal to you, it's disgusting. You don't know your worth and you settle for nothing, for a little bitch who's gon' cheat on you again, with an ugly fat bitch, no less. Ain't that something? Girl, you meant way more to me than just fucking. Are you tripping on me or yourself? Girl, you bugging. So now it's fuck that bitch and everything she did, and everything she ever wanted, and everything she is. Fuck that bitch and that.
Alright, this one's called 1 Hour to Live. Stay shining, 16 Barbershop, Ralph and Glenwood.
If I had 1 hour to live,
My nigga Devo, Cream.
I still be on the block getting bread.
After we started up.
Error. Making local recording. Is the is the internet hooked up?
Did it get kicked? No, it's on. Is it back on?
Yeah, we good.
We good? Is the hardwire connected in there?
Nope, I just did.
Oh, you just connected
Yeah,
it?
it wasn't connected. I mean, his joint played good without it, though.
Yeah.
Might be because I turned the radio station on.
Oh, yeah, that could be. It's another whole broadcasting. We're good now? Good to go? They can hear us?
Yeah.
What is going on, everybody? A Monty on the track with another episode, another edition of Hey, Chill. It's just a podcast, and I've been a little ghost from you guys for like a week. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've been inconsistent on the TikTok podcast page for the last like week and a half. That is on me, man. That's on me. I've had a lot of other things going on, and I just was not totally satisfied with my energy from the last episode, and last week my whole cast ended up not being able to make it, so because of the storm and all that. So things happen. Sorry. Things happen. Suck it up. Get over it.
Accountability is key.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like, things like this is just a part of life to me now, and I'm just starting to learn to deal with it. I just, when people don't show up or bail or just cancel or no call, no show, whatever the case is, I don't even take offense anymore. It's whatever. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Did I just hear a knock?
No.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, man. Eric, what's up, bro?
Boy, tripping, ain't you? But you know what it is, 757. This is the Toxic Lover himself, Just Ed, trying to bring the energy back in the podcast because it's low,
it's off, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I mean, just from the last couple weeks with like the no call, no shows, and then the people just bailing on the show and all that, it's kind of just like demotivated me and like put me in a weird place. But it's like I'm not trying to let it.
Like trapped in the closet.
Yeah, it's like because I was really trying to build
He went with it too.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Roll
See, y'all
right
got,
in it.
they're about to have me all fucked up all show, bro. I'm just like off. I'm just off. I'm off, guys. I'm off today. I ain't even gonna hold you guys. But yeah, it just kind of put me in a place that I'm just like, man, unmotivated for the moment. But I just had to get the hell out of that place and just be like, yo, you still got a show to do, you know. And so I'm just kind of getting over that little bump. But like I said, I also have just been doing so many other things and occupying my time in so many ways that I haven't even had focus on it. So I think once I started occupying my time in every other place, my focus not being on the show has affected my show. I can tell. So it's time to put a little bit more focus and balance my focus out on everything a little bit more. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get there. We're getting there. We're learning as we go. We're getting older.
If you don't go through it, then you don't get there.
Yeah, man. If you don't go through it, you don't get there. So I always have to learn the hard way by learning shit myself and figuring it out.
Grind or starve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a part of life, man.
It literally was right in front of you. I was
Yeah.
like, boom.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Anyway, Eric, what's up, bro? I haven't seen you in a few weeks.
Yeah.
You're getting fatter and fatter by the day.
But you know, it's a healthy fat. You know.
I mean, I'm getting fatter too. So
I
it's okay.
love my sweets and my salts.
Yo, girls like the little chunkiness, bro.
Yeah, the dad bods are winning, and plus it's winter
For
time.
real.
So, ladies, if you see this, it's time. I know it's getting cold out there. You want something to lay with to lower your heat bill at nighttime and stuff like that. You want to eat good during the winter. 1-800-DAD-BOD. I'm always on call. The skinny wave and the fit wave.
Yo, it's over, guys. For all you skinny motherfuckers, it's over,
Y'all
bro.
had y'all's time.
Y'all had y'all's time. It's over, bro. Like, all you skinny punk rock looking motherfuckers, y'all are done. Y'all are dead zos. Dunzo,
Yeah.
bunzo. It's all about the dad bod. It's all about the little meat on the bones.
Yeah.
Even for the women, too. Guys don't like the real skinny girls like that anymore. A lot of guys don't. I mean, I like smaller girls, but I have a little meat on your bones, too. Like, I don't want you to have nothing.
I would say this. I mean, the small ones do eat. They do eat. I've seen one that just ate like an elephant. It was scary.
No, I feel you on that. Yeah, because I know a couple tiny girls who eat a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
she like.
or like when they do eat, they garf that shit.
Yeah, sucking their fingers and licking the side of their mouth.
They get ratchet with it,
It
huh?
was disgusting. It was like Animal
That's
Channel, X-rated.
Animal Channel.
Yeah, like they, bro. I've seen one. She ordered like a whole plank of ribs, and like she just put the bib in her shirt and went to town. It was scary. I was scared. It's like Jeffrey Dahmer vibes. Too far? No.
I mean,
mean,
that's
we had-
cannibalism.
I mean that shit damn near. Might as well have been.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, we got a thing full of topics for you guys. We're gonna get there in a second. We got some announcements to go. First things first, powered by Virginia Radio. Hey, we're growing every day, all day. We stay grinding. Me and Loud, I don't think we sleep that much. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We be in our own lanes, doing our own things, but just don't stop. But we're like doing it just side by side, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this man's over here working with the city, got everybody on his back right now, doing the most in a good, positive way. And I'm over here doing my thing, and we just don't stop, bro. So, powered by Virginia Radio, man. If you're trying to book your podcast, get your podcast on the hottest podcast station, radio station, internet radio station, NVA. Nah, just radio station. Fuck that. Come and mess with us, man. Powered by Virginia. Check out the website. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all them good platforms. Twitter, too, if you want. So Powered by Virginia Radio. Audible Heat Recording Studio in Portsmouth. We are doing a workshop on Wednesday. It is an intro to engineering workshop. If you want to be a part of it, hit me up. I can send you the link to it. It's going to be, like I said, a nice intro to engineering workshop. It's going to be interactive. If you have a laptop and you have Pro Tools, bring it. And we can show you how to run it. We can show you how to work it.
It's a great opportunity.
That is, the goal is to have everybody at least know how to set up your Pro Tools and be ready for recording by the end of it, honestly. So, so if you guys want to check that out, audibleheat.com, or hit me up and I can send you the link and we can get you signed up for that. That is on Wednesday the 15th. So make sure you guys are checking that out. Music Sports League, man. We have developed so many cool things in a very short amount of time. The Music Sports League has really grown. We have really started coming together and bringing a lot of elements together to make this thing happen. And we're in Game 4 now. We're looking for the 4th seed to perform for the October 29th show. And it's been dogfights. And it's been a really good competitions all around. one thing I just want to make clear to everybody is that whether you win or whether you lose, you are gaining from the league. It doesn't matter if you're winning these games or if you're losing these games. Look at your streams. Look at the network of people you're putting yourself around. Look at the exposure that you're getting exposed from.
Exposure is key.
You have two Powered by Virginia shows who are. So there's a lot of things that you're gaining whether you're winning these games or not. Okay? So for everybody who's rocking with us, thank you. And for anybody who's not, I'm sorry that this wasn't for you.
Oh well.
That's it.
Yourself.
Yeah. Oh well. But I do see great things with the MSL, man. It's going to be a phenomenal, great, groundbreaking thing. I think the 2023 year is going to be our make or break with our beta and all of our testing and everything that we're going to be doing. It's going to be a fun experience, man. So you guys stay tuned, stay tapped in. We do have videos already, media reports of the Song vs. Song Challenge on YouTube. I have my show, Bare Naked Truth guys have theirs. So we both do our own separate, they have their reviews on the games. I do my reviews on the artists and different things. And we keep you guys all up to date on all the media news and all that good stuff every day as well. So check that out. I'm gonna be going live pretty much every morning by 8 to 9 a.m. and just giving you guys updates. So just be tuned. Stay tuned. Yeah, that's all I got for announcements, man. October 29th. Make sure you guys are pulling up to that. Hit me up if you want to cop tickets for the performance.
That was a lot, and you didn't breathe at all. You gotta learn how to breathe.
Yeah, I just, I get it out.
You need some stones. That's what the girls use nowadays.
Man, I need a lot of things in life. Actually,
you want some pebbles?
For what?
I mean, get you some stuff.
Bro, why's your hair wet?
Look, okay, I went through this already.
I know you did, but now I want you to tell everybody else.
I took a shower. It absorbs the water. You know what I'm saying? I have a natural reservoir in my hair.
Did you not take a towel to your head?
I did. Look, when it drip. Okay.
Bro, it took you an hour to get here.
Yep, let your soul glow. I'm a big guy. That's like 2 towels. You know what I'm saying?
This guy.
You ever seen a whale try to get dry? Yeah, think about it.
What? So you're a whale now?
I am a whale.
You ain't no whale, bro.
I want to be the biggest. If I'm going to be the biggest, I'm going to be the biggest. You know what I'm saying?
This guy.
Exactly.
If you're not familiar with the term whale, learn about crypto.
Let's not talk about that. We're not even going to talk about that right
what's
now.
wrong? All right, so let's have, before we even start any of these topics, let's go on a little history run real quick, okay?
Back trail.
Let's take a little back trail. So, and I don't blame him for this at all, but this man has helped me so much with my crypto knowledge and getting into crypto and investing into crypto, and we invested into Volt together, and Volt started volting, right?
Volting.
Forex.
Heavy.
Forex.
Nicely.
Right? And then, I don't know if you've checked your portfolio lately, but I am now way below my investment again. Even though we started to volt back up again, I went above my investment again. But then we shot back down. I don't blame the Volt, though. It's the crypto market, man.
I don't even blame the crypto market. It's the general market itself. I don't know if
it's inflation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if y'all noticed, but we went from $3.14 in gas, damn near $2, to back to $3.49 everywhere.
Well, that's because of, I don't know if they have the group of whoever who holds 70% of the world's oil, they had a meeting and just all agreed to cut oil.
Yeah. And they raised,
oil production or whatever. And
they raised the prices to oh my gosh levels. Then we're still dealing with the wars that are going on right now. I mean, New York.
It's the media hasn't even said shit about the wars lately.
Bro.
It's they'll be on something for a month and then it's all right, on to the next.
Yeah, bro. It's something that's, that's not exciting anymore. I was literally watching this girl's Instagram today, and she's over there, and literally as she's walking down the street, bombs are just going off, and it flew her ass. She dropped the camera, picked it back up. It's some scary. I mean,
she just got up and kept walking.
Yeah, I mean, it's some scary things to see because, America, we don't necessarily have to deal with that. Yeah, we deal with a school shooting here and there, or an outing with shooters and stuff. But
The point is,
shooters and bombs are two different things.
yeah,
you know?
the point is that America deals with shit like school shooters, while other countries deal with shit like terrorists coming
Yeah.
in and taking their whole cities over and having to worry about their shit getting bombed like
Yeah.
every day.
making
So,
you a slave overnight. Like that's some scary.
Americans,
shit.
my point is start waking up. Start to wake up. Like, start to really realize, like, the stuff that is going on here is ridiculous. Other countries are just, like, going through hell and havoc, and we're bitching about the shit going on here. But we're also the ones causing the stupid shit that's going on here.
Yeah.
First of all, here's how you, one way that you can stop a school shooter. Ready? Stop being mean to everybody. Stop bullying kids. Okay? People are weird. Suck it up. Deal with it.
Who you bully in the past will be your enemy in the future. I'm trying to tell you.
Me personally, growing up, bro, I've always just learned not to bully kids no matter what. Because I even hung out with a bunch of kids who were just looked at as weird kids, or like people wouldn't want to hang out with them, or I'd go sit with them at lunch or whatever, just like talk to them and be cool with them, because it's like why do you have to be mean to people?
Yeah.
Like, who cares? Like, they might have stuff going on at home that's really affecting them, and you're over there just being a jerk. You're just bullying them, making it 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what these kids got going on.
And the crazy thing about it, if they don't become like psychotic, the weirdos become rich. And then we start working for the weirdos.
It depends on the weirdos, right?
That's
Because
all.
you have the weirdos who
It's a-
really aren't that smart, but they're like extremely like weird. You know what I mean? But you have the ones who are just extremely intelligent, and they're just looked at as weird because they're mad smart.
Yeah, because we don't understand them. We don't fit
Because
their-
because they're just, their whole brains are just way more developed and advanced than ours. We're just too dumb to understand them.
Yeah.
Those are the guys you really need to be friends with, because those are the guys that are gonna help you get rich. You know what I'm saying? You bring them an idea like, hey, and then Facebook is created.
Boom. You see how that see how that went. My guy made a Facebook army of slaves.
Let me ask you, do you first of all, are you familiar with the whole Facebook story of how it was created
Yeah.
and all that?
Which is ironic.
Do you blame Mark Zuckerberg for what he did and how he did it?
No.
I
He
don't.
was I mean, let's be honest.
It was fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, but-
he was a loser when it came to the ladies. So he developed the platform where, you know, the losers could judge other women, you know, stuff like that. And it's the same thing that
What
we
was
did
it
in high
called?
school.
What was the website called? I can't remember. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called, but the initial creation of Facebook was based on judging women, and it just so happened to lead to more, you know, as they developed it. But that's the crazy thing about it. You know what I'm saying? It was the same app as if you had Tinder or POF.
Yeah, just swiping
or,
like
you know
she
what I'm
hot or
saying?
not type of dude.
Yeah, and then it turned into a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
I mean, he finessed a lot of people, though.
I mean, but it was a lot of genius coding, and just it was just being a very wise and smart individual. Like, he just knew he was smart. He was smarter than a lot of his peers. He was smarter. He even outsmarted the guy who was investing in him.
Yeah.
He outsmarted everybody. Even in the courts, he outsmarted everybody. Because did he take those dudes' ideas?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But he took it and he made it 10 times more than what it was about to be.
Yeah.
Like, so, because I think that if those brothers had took that idea and if they would have created it, it wouldn't be Facebook today.
It wouldn't be anything that it was today, because they had a whole different concept with it. That's why I tell people nowadays, if you got a goal or you got a potential plan for a business that you know that's going to take off, or this is something that the world will need in the future, first off, don't tell everybody. I understand,
Right.
we got the bros.
And if you
we
do,
got
make
the
them sign
family.
an NDA.
Yeah, and then first things first, man. Get that trademark, get that copyright. Then you can say some shit, because at that point, boom, now you got clear
Well,
evidence.
Here's the thing. Don't tell your bright ideas to individuals who could also capitalize on that bright idea.
Yeah.
Unless you are in a signed contract partnership with this person.
Yeah.
Like, maybe give them some insight of, I have a brand new idea of da-da-da-da-da, but don't give them your whole freaking plan, your whole life plan
Your
with it.
blueprint, like,
Yeah, because then that's where,
that's where shit goes wrong.
that's where Mark Zuckerberg comes in.
You know what I'm saying?
Steals your idea and then makes it his own. Hey, genius, though. I don't blame him.
Yeah, no, I mean, the crazy thing about it, bro, when they say the nice guys finish last, that is a true and bold statement. I've seen more people that scam, more people that have no morals. That whole moral shit when it comes to life, I try to I try to do the right thing, but it's motherfuckers out here.
Business. It's the business industry. I'm gonna say the business industry as a whole. When it comes to business, there's no morals at all. Like, people don't care about your feelings. People don't care about nothing, no matter what business you're in. I'm not gonna just say entertainment. It's business. Like, if you're in a business, it's a cutthroat business if you're trying to get to the top. Like, if you're in retail, it's cutthroat. People don't care about your agendas and ideas and creatives. They don't care if it's going to make them some money. They care. But if they don't see no potential value in it and how it's going to make them some money, they don't give two shits about you. Yeah. And the thing is that they don't care about you even if you have a great idea. They care about your idea. Like, they'll take your idea and they'll give you a small little payout, and then they'll make billions off of it. And then you'll get $200,000 off of them making $5 million off of it. Like, come on, bro. Yeah. When you could have made $1.5 million in a partnership type of, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, split that 50-50, whatever the case is. But a lot of people, they get fucked over.
I've learned personally that you cannot be nice to everybody. Yeah, you can't be giddy with everybody. Like, me personally, I've always been that type of person to be like, hey, man, this is what I got going on. Hey, da-da-da-da-da. And it's just because the people that I usually carry around me, I see them as, you know, well, my family, my bros. So I would never think that dumb shit would happen. But it tends to always happen.
Yeah, word. I mean, I wouldn't say that you shouldn't be nice to everybody. Like, you should be nice to everybody, but, like, you shouldn't break your wall with everybody. Mm. Yeah, I'm going to say it like that. You shouldn't break your wall with everybody, because some people just, they are just there to leech, or they're there to just kind of pick and take what they want for their own benefits, and it's not a positive benefit. Like, if you're going to go into something for your own benefit, make sure that you're not going to hurt somebody else in the process. Like, because I'm going to be honest, me personally, I'm a selfish person when it comes to life, but, like, I know that if I go into a situation, I'm not going to go into a situation hurting somebody. I know that if I'm going to deal with something or go into a situation, it's going to benefit me in some way, shape, or form, and I'm going to get what I want to get out of it, but, like, I'm going to make sure that I help that person in the process, that we're both gaining, that nobody's losing, we're both gaining. Excuse me. Ooh, that was a nice burp.
It's the monster.
That was wet.
I've seen people clean their brakes with them shits.
Whatever.
I stopped drinking them.
That Four Loko ain't no better.
Whoa.
It ain't no better.
You want to have a crazy night? Drink Four Loko. Get crazy, baby. Once I get sponsored and signed by them, it's a wrap.
Monster Energy. I'm not sponsored by them. They're not paying me to say this. But if you need some energy, drink a Monster. Monster Energy.
Wow. You are something else. You gonna do that right after? No.
You know what's funny is that I've already had the plan to do this in my mind before you even did that, but the fact that you just did it and then you did it before me made me feel the type of way. So I was just like, damn, now I really gotta do it, because I already had the plan to just randomly stop and be like, Monster Energy, because, you know, Instagram branded content. Let's get paid, baby.
Yeah, man. Like, bro, there's so many ways to get paid out here.
Yes. And that's what, I mean, shit, we can talk about it, bro. There is a lot of ways, especially on the internet, to get paid. Like, first of all, you can just put your services on the internet. That's one way to get paid. But if you want to monetize your content, there's a lot of ways to do it, guys. There's ads, like Google ad type shit. There's, like, you can brand content. You can brand, like, you can, you know, wear companies' clothes or whatever on your show or on your content all the time and put their link in your bio. People click into their links, like affiliate links and shit like that. There's a lot of different ways, bro.
And they will use you as a brand ambassador, because at the end of the day, what we're looking for is thousands. Oh, I made 10,000 this month. Oh, I made 20,000 or 15,000 or so forth and so forth. But to them, you just make them millions on top of millions on top of millions, and then they can use your content to promote their stuff without you even knowing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's like, because me going into it, right, I'm going to know that if I wear, like, it just depends on the type of person you are, because if you're smart and you understand business and how business works, then you're going to go into a situation knowing, hey, they're going to want to use my fans and my platform to promote their shit. So make sure that you're going to gain what you need to gain from that. Like, I don't mind making a company millions of dollars for branding their content. but give me a nice payout. That's it. Just give me a nice payout. If I make you $1 million, give me 20% of that.
Yeah,
You don't want to give me that? Fine. Give me at least
no
bare minimum. No, because a company is not going to give you 20% if you're really not there.
Okay,
if you're
not
there,
that public figure. Yeah,
right.
Okay.
If you get thousands of views but not millions of views type of shit, like
Okay.
if you're on a Mr. Beast level, they'll probably pay you.
Yeah, okay.
But if you're on like a fucking Sneeko level, they're probably not going to pay you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do you know Sneeko?
I don't, but
He's like an Andrew Tate type of guy.
really?
Fresh and fit type of guy.
Dickhead?
I wouldn't say he's a dickhead. I mean, I agree with some of his views, but he'd be a little too much for me.
Because you got Kanye,
Yo,
Tate.
Kanye just apparently Kanye just used some of his like content words in like one of his recent interviews. He was talking about bots and shit.
Yeah.
And dude, Sneeko started freaking. He was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah. The thing is about content creating and money and being brand ambassadors and stuff like that. And this is one of my conspiracies, and I don't, by all means, if anybody's out there and they understand what I'm about to say, then you've already been taking the necessary steps. But a revenue collapse, I see it. I see it in the near future. And what I mean by that is, back in the day, you would have a group of individuals from different cities and different states that would be able to tap into that money to the big companies, right? Nowadays, all you have to do is make a viral video or be a hot topic for that week, and those companies are going to hit you up and do these things for you and make you popular or make you some money. And then there's more endorsements and more endorsements and more endorsements, to the point where it's just like there's no value in the work itself. Everybody's getting paid.
Well,
but look at it like this: everybody can't be kings and queens.
Here's the thing, though, is that I see content creators that do get thousands of views on a lot of their posts, but still aren't monetizing their shit like that. So I know a couple people personally that I'm not going to call their names out, but I know them personally, and I can tell you that they're probably still not making a full-time living off of content creation yet, and they have the following to do it.
I know about
I know a couple people who's got hundreds of thousands of followers who still are not making a full-time living off of their content yet, and they can be. So it's just learning how to brand, learning how to monetize. Like if you're making skit videos, for instance, start wearing a certain brand's clothes, right? In all your videos, right? Like Nike Finesse, for instance. He started branding and wearing certain things and doing certain things and then he started getting branded, more content deals and brand deals and shit like that. And it's just like, a thing is though, is like if you're hot for a week and then you're not the next, all of that's gonna go fast. Because I do see people go viral, such as myself. I'll be hot for a week, and then after that, you just die down. So
you tap them algorithms just
right. So it's like, but my shit, I wasn't about to get branded off my shit. My shit kept getting banned. Misogynistic, whatever.
You know how that goes.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: why do you think they keep silencing men? And why do you think this continues to happen? Like, Sneeko just got banned off of YouTube. I heard another dude just got banned. I can't remember his name. They just keep banning these guys. Why?
Well, you gotta realize that women are more of a commodity as a visual paper trail. Okay, if that makes sense. So, hold on. Let me break it down. Someone is going to rather see a woman bounce up and down in the bikinis, and we talked about this.
Yeah.
Twerk a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those big companies are going to make more money off of their simple ass content than a guy coming on there and saying that is wrong, that is not righteous, or speaking his views on how he sees it. Because at that point, what you're developing people like yourself to be like, oh well, yeah, I'm not paying no money to see this. I'm not sending no money to the company for this. Like, so when you create those type of people, they have to ban it, because guess what you're doing is you're being a money blocker. That's what you're being.
I think, I can definitely agree with that actually, but I also think it's because. Actually, no. I'm actually right with you on that. Actually, I do think it has a lot to do with the fact that a lot of other men like to see that type of shit.
We don't generate enough money.
I don't think they want men to be empowered anymore. I think they want men to be weak. I do agree with that. But wait. But I do also think that these top figures have kind of over masculine men. Like, because we're about to get into this because fuck everything else. I do want to talk about this one, but I think that they're trying to make men dominant, and I don't think men need to be dominant completely. Like, do I feel like men are better at certain things? Yeah. Do I feel like women are better at certain things? Yeah. Like, women are definitely better at taking care of children than men. I definitely agree with that, but I do feel like men can take care of tougher jobs.
But see, the thing is, what I'm getting at is women are more on the forefront of obtaining money. There's a woman out there right now walking the streets, in a restaurant, whatever like that, might have a good day looking good that attracted a billionaire, a millionaire, and he's willing to risk it all. He has a wife, 3 kids, and he's ready to risk it all just for him to get a chance with her. You know what I'm saying? Just to do something of his fantasy and stuff like that. I believe that men necessarily run the background. They run how things are set up, where women are the forefront of like, okay, this is what we see, this is what we like. But the real business-fied men are in the background handling all the business. They're running this shit. I'm trying
to understand. I'm trying.
Okay, so get it like this. So put it like this. And hopefully this doesn't get banned, but I'm not gonna cuss or nothing like that. Jeffrey Epstein, right?
Oh boy.
Businessman.
Okay.
Mogul. Knows a lot of faces, right?
Okay.
He got away with a lot of things.
Yes, he did.
Presidents, actors, singers, corporations, stuff like that.
Okay.
A lot of people mess with him, right?
Okay.
But he never put himself in the forefront. You know who he put in the forefront?
In the back. Okay.
You know
I get what you're saying.
He put Maxine in the front because a woman is like, okay, yeah,
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I guess it's like, I don't know how to say this, but it's like women are less intimidating, I guess.
Yeah, they're more comforting. They're more nurturing. You're more if a dude's like, hey, my car broke down. Can I get like $10 so I can get to the gas station or whatever like that to get some gas? You can be like, fuck no, you a grown ass man, walk your happy ass and shit like that. But if a woman does it, we gonna be like, oh damn man, she kind of cute. All right, I got you. Well, hey baby, you need any other help? You know what I'm saying?
That depends on the person, because like me, if it was a dude who seems genuine and seems like he really just needs a little helping hand, I'll help him out. But if it seems like a dude who's like kind of sketchy, I might be more skeptical to but that's all subjective, and that all just
seven times out of 10 we're going to help a woman before we help a man, and that's just happened. And so the business leaders up top, they see it and they're like, why will we have these Kanyes and these Andrews and these Monties talking about the righteous thing?
Don't put me on that category.
But because
my views are different than these motherfuckers. No, I have some agreements. No,
but you tap into that lane, and when you tap into that lane, they see that as a threat, and they will not let a threat take their money away. That's what I'm saying.
That's why they keep banning my content.
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
Yeah,
you know.
But I guarantee you, I put this on everything I love. I will put $1,000 on it right now. Take all your views and combine them for every video. Find one confident female to come in here, sit beside you in like a bikini top or anything like that, and I guarantee you remember how you say you go viral and then you disappear? That viral moment, you'll top all the views, all the likes, all the comments in that one video. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
And guess what? You won't get banned.
Probably not. Especially if we were just talking about her just being an expressive woman or whatever the case is. She's going to be like, yeah, I'm a strong, independent woman.
And I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's going to freak you out but you're gonna see those numbers, and at that point you won't care because then at that point you're gonna be like the big head honchos because you're gonna be like, damn, I'm getting paid from this shit
Here's
now.
the thing, though, is that
It's extortion.
my thing is here's my thing is that it was fun being in that for that category for a moment, but then I also realized that it's like I look at my life as getting. I want to do certain things in life, right? I want to do certain positive things in life, okay? And I feel like when you're put into a category with those guys, it's going to prevent you from being able to do a lot of those positive things because a lot of bigger companies that you're going to want to work with are going to look down on you like, nah, you're one of those guys. Nah, we don't want to mess with you. I'm not trying to be one of those guys. I want to be one of those guys who are able to work with these bigger companies and do bigger things with bigger people and make an impact before I leave. And I don't want to be leaving on those terms.
Well,
like, I don't.
I'll tell you like this. It is easier to be a villain than it is to be a hero.
And
But if you stay to the cause and you really serious and sincere about what you're saying, then everything will work out. You might not get your recognition now. You might not get it in the next generation, but eventually it will happen.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I just feel like my views are tough views. I don't, like I said, I mean, I feel like I just have very different views than a lot of the guys that I've seen. But, because I do feel like equal relationships, 50-50, like, when I first start dating a girl, I'm going to pay for everything, honestly. Like, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm seeing somebody now, like, I'm dating a girl now, and I pretty much pay for the majority of the shit that we do. Because I just feel like that's the right thing to do as a man. But I also have said to her, hey, let's go 50-50 on this, like a more expensive thing. Like, we want to go to Busch Gardens type of shit for my birthday. It's like, yeah, let's split it. She's like, all right, cool.
But see, the thing is, men tend to lead by validation. They want to be that upright kind of dude, but deep down inside, that's not who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like this whole
what do you mean by that?
When it comes to that 50-50 rule, where people like, oh man, it should be 50-50, and then you see those comments and you see those guys be like, no man, you just not a man. You just
Here's
not
the thing
this
though,
and that
it depends on what you mean by 50-50, bro. Like, because when I mean 50-50, I'm talking about when it gets to a certain point and there's now bills and shit like that involved. When it comes to like me and Shorty get an apartment together or something, or a house together, right? Now I feel like it's 50-50. We need to split these bills down the middle. Now you need to work, I need to work. It shouldn't be like we don't got no kids or nothing like that. You shouldn't have to sit home and not do shit while I work every day. No, you need to go to work. I need to go to work. We need to split these bills 50-50 so that we both can pay our bills with no issues, no problems. There's less stress. And we can
you're established as an individual.
Exactly.
So if anything happens, you know you as an individual can take care of yourself and handle yourself.
Exactly.
But see, the thing is, that's not the case. Now that's logic. A lot of these people out here are like, nope, I got this, her car payment, her food, her gas, her clothes.
No.
She going out with her friends.
No,
but
that's not
they
me.
do it. They do it to impress those females that think like that.
Fuck
They're
that.
like, because they want something at the end of the day.
All they want is pussy. All they want is the goods. That's all you want.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
If you're out to impress a girl with your bread and all your flashy shit, then you're out to get her kid, her coochie. That's it.
You said kid.
Yeah, I meant.
Damn, you
I meant
gonna
to say.
stepdad. Fuck.
No, I meant to say her coochie, but that's all you out for. Me personally, I'm not out for that. Like, first of all, my shorty, she's got to be able and capable of taking care of herself. If you're not capable of taking care of yourself, don't look at me to take care of you. If you're not paying your own cell phone bill, your own small little bills that you got, your own car payment, whatever you got, and you're expecting me to pay all that for you, no, you're wrong. You can go pay that yourself. I got my own shit to take care of.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to pay my own shit, so I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not paying nobody else's shit. But when it comes to I'm chilling with a shorty, we go to the gas station, I'm about to go get me some snacks. Hey, what do you want?
Yeah.
Come and get whatever you want.
And that's fine.
That's the type of shit like that.
That's okay. That is when we talked about a couple episodes of chivalry. Like,
Chivalry.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Though that's the type of thing that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I got you. Hey,
Exactly.
But these guys out here, they make the rest of us look bad because they are putting this impression that, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, that, and the third. Nah. I personally, I'm still in the workforce. I haven't had the ability to get out of it yet. But I'd be damned if I work 16 hours a day to take care of myself and somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, that's not me. And I'm going to be honest with you. I can't and won't do it.
I just won't do it either. And, like, damn, I was about to say something. I just lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Yeah, completely blank.
Yeah, it'd be like that. I just feel like I'm not going to take care of somebody. I'm not here to take care of you. I'm not your father. Don't call me daddy. I don't like that. You want to call me poppy, that's another word. That's another thing. You can call me that. I like
That
that.
daddy phrase, it only works. I honestly, that daddy, well, not like that. I like the Latino.
No, call me
culture.
poppy. Call me poppy.
That shit is different.
Call me poppy.
That right there.
Because poppy can mean a couple different things.
That
You know what
right
I'm
there
saying? Like,
will
Spanish
get
people
you
call everybody
everything.
poppy.
You want that new Rolls Royce? I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna get it. If I gotta steal it, I'm gonna get it. I'm sorry. The poppy thing gets me going.
So how do you feel about a woman being the breadwinner?
Be honest with you, and again, I might seem like one of those guys. To be honest, I don't really care. If Shawty has a corporate office job and she's making 6 figures on her own, or more than what I make on a regular basis, I will sit my happy ass at home and do everything you need me to do.
Yep, me too. I'm be 100% honest. If Shorty wants to be a breadwinner, be a breadwinner. Shit, I ain't gonna hold you. Like,
it's not a pride thing in my heart that's gonna say, oh,
if you make more than me, you make more than me. That
I'm
just
supposed to
means
be a man. I need to take care of you.
If you make more than me, then that means that you are just more successful. Not more successful. You are just at a further point in your field.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say more successful because that's untrue. But you are at a further point in your field than I am. And that means you are grinding and you are working just as hard as I am to achieve your goals. So I'm going to appreciate you even more that you are the bread, that you're making more than me. I'm still going to hold my end.
Look at the successful women that stopped what they had going on to please a man. To please a man.
It's sad.
And the biggest thing is the Tom Brady case. Tom Brady. Because he's getting a divorce, right? And the reason.
Wow,
The reason why he's getting a divorce is because she had a modeling gig back in the day, right when he was like basically I don't know what you want to call it, not like a scout or whatever, like just a rookie. He was a rookie, not making the money he's making now, right? And he said, "Yo, when I get to the very top, I'm done. I'm gonna retire, and we're gonna focus on your dreams." So she stopped. She became the wife. She became the mama. She let the modeling gig go. And then when it came to that time where we were like, okay, Tom Brady, man, he about to retire. And he was like, nah, I'm going to give him some more seasons. I'm going to give him a go. Like that right there, if I know my shorty has an opportunity to do better and so I can relax.
If you're being a model, like, you only have but so much time to be a model.
Exactly. So make that bread.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's...
So
Tom Brady, you should be ashamed of yourself.
So make that
let
bread.
Her do what she was doing. I mean, if you guys had kids in that situation, I get it. Like, I get that at that point. Like, all right, be a mother. Like, go be a mother while I have to go make bread. But, like, at the same time, like...
You got to be understanding.
Yeah.
If you're willing, if the woman is willing to make a sacrifice for you, then you got to have that you got to knock your pride down enough where
like,
you can...
let her model during the summers. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah,
like
bro,
during
like,
times you don't have to play football. Like,
I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I work and I make decent money, but if mine came on to like, hey, I'm about to make $1 million this year, fine. I'm in the house. What you need done? You need your clothes pressed, ironed. You need your lunch made. You want me to bring you lunch? You need the cars detailed. Like, tell me what you need. I'll be your assistant. My pride
right there with you, bro.
My pride is not that high. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those.
I mean, I'm not gonna just like start coming to her beck and call. I'm still gonna keep grinding and trying to work
you still
to
focus
get to
on
where
yourself.
we can be like equal breadwinners. Like, I'm cool with like an equal breadwinner type of situation. Like, because I'm not gonna like look at my girl and see that she's making way more money than me and just be like, stop what I'm doing just because she's making a bunch of money. Like, no, because that is what I feel like a lot of women do. They like see the man's making they
stop.
Get what a man is making mad bread and they just stop what they're doing, and it's like, you shouldn't do that. Man, you shouldn't make your women stop what they're doing.
If I had the opportunity to sit in the house and just focus on me and not have to worry about oh, this bill, that bill, this bill. What? Boy, by the time you get to that, oh, babe, I just became the VP or something, so and so. Oh, I just got partnered with this. That's crazy
I'm trying to
because
see a
Nike
succeed.
just made me their
Exactly,
ambassador.
exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
I'm trying to share success stories with my girl. Like, oh, remember the time when you became whatever, and then like 2 weeks later I got this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to share success stories, and like
Yeah.
we both grew to the top together. Like we grew to the top of our own perspective or our own, you know, respective industries or whatever the fuck it is that we're doing, and we just like
and
Jay and Beyonce type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
and a personal preference right here. Like you said, Jay and Beyonce. I would rather send my woman out there because I know that you're gonna have that appeal. Motherfuckers are gonna listen to what she has to say. Motherfuckers are gonna do what she has to say because, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers get gooey. They get stupid when they see a female. So I'm gonna send her out there. I'm gonna still do me in the
I'm
background.
not gonna say that I'm gonna send her out there. I feel like that's just a weird way.
What I'm saying is send her out there.
Let her do her thing.
You let her do what she gotta do.
Yeah, like
Because
I mean,
a lot
I'm
of
gonna
guys
let
be
her
like,
do
no,
what
you're
she
not
gotta
gonna
do.
you're not gonna do this. This is not for you. You can't do this.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna let her do what she wants to do. Like, if you, like, I mean, unless you're doing something that I just don't like some pornography, like some porn shit or some naked photos, then of course I'm gonna be like, no.
I
But
would
if
have to
you're
be into it.
if you're in a respective field of some sort, then I'm gonna be accepting of everything that you're doing. I mean, but I feel like it's not wrong of me to be upset if you were a fucking naked model. I don't think I'd mess with a girl like that anyway.
I mean, but like I said, we talked about this in the last video too. Like, if you're okay with that and you just sending her out there like, hey babe, I just signed you a contract with this club in Atlanta. You're gonna be shaking ass 55 minutes. They're gonna pay you $25,000. That's pimping.
Yeah, nah, I ain't doing all that. I'm gonna say, hey, look, shorty, what you got going on with life? Oh, word? All right, cool. Like, let me know how it's going. I'm gonna be doing this over here. And when we come home at night, just tell me how your day went. You know what I mean? And, like, that's how that's gonna go. Like, I just like a girl who's grinding on her own because then she's not up my ass all day. Like, cause I don't personally like girls who are just stuck up my ass all day.
And
like,
then what it does, it allows the relationship to be balanced.
yeah.
Because when one or the other, they get too much,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
it starts to show, and people be
Yeah.
like, "No, it won't show.
I
It won't
agree.
show." But the first bad argument, not the petty
Oh,
argument.
I'm
but
paying this. I'm paying this. It's
the
gonna be
boy-
all
it's
over
gonna be
financial
brung
shit.
up.
It's gonna
It's
be
gonna be
brought
brung
up.
up.
That's why I can't. One, I can't let a shorty do everything, and two, I can't do everything for a shorty because I know I would bring that up. I would be
Yeah.
like, shorty, I'm paying for everything for
Yeah.
you. What are you talking about?
I have not been the best guy in relationships, and I'm trying to
Me
tell
either.
you, I've used that. Like, yo, what are you? Hold on. You know what I'm saying? We get in an argument. I'm not liking what she's trying to say, and what she said probably is legit, and what is the right. But the tone of voice, I'm just like, I did
Bro.
this, that, third, and the third. Shut up.
I have a deep question to ask you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have grown from your past relationships, or do you feel like you are still stuck in like some type of ways that you were in your past relationships?
I would say I'm in a 50-50 balance. I've learned to over these past years, I've learned to accept different situations because, like, I've dealt with women with like depression and stuff like that.
Yo, me too.
But in the beginning, I lost a lot of relationships because I'm not a depressed person. It might hit me in like 10 minutes.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Shout out to the shorty I'm dating right now because shorty has been chill as fuck. Sometimes she be on one, but she don't be on one like shorty's usually be on.
That's what I'm
one.
saying.
She
So
just be
like,
chilling, bro.
I don't go out to the shit. So me learning to adapt and understand people with depression, and like, you can't be one of those, hey man, it's okay, get your ass up and grind, because that's how I work. If shit don't work out, I know how it's gonna work out. You gotta work harder. But with somebody like that, you can't do it. So I have learned from that aspect. But in other relationship aspects, when it comes to like just being, I guess, like, just addicted to women, like being with a woman and then you know, things might go bad and you might hit shorty up and shit like that. I'm still working on myself because it's hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard.
You know what? I think it's like, with me, so I think I have like, I don't want to say an addiction to sex, but like sex is a necessity for my life, for my balance for me, unfortunately for myself. And so like, in order for me to like maintain a level head, I kind of have to have that incorporated in my, not every day, but every week life. Like I gotta have it at least a couple times a week type of shit. And it's like, I feel like when I leave a relationship, I'm still like stuck on the fact like, damn, I can't get ass when I need it now. Like, fuck.
Nah, but see, I'm gonna tell you, I had an instance like that. Me and my child's mother, we split. You know what I'm saying? We were both cheating on each other, and we were like, nah, it went bad, bro. Like that's where I made most of my music from. It's just based off those experiences, and like, it was crazy because I caught myself like messing with like, I'm not like a superstar out here or nothing like that, but I caught myself messing with 3 girls, and like one day, and like I called my dad, like, and I don't give a fuck. I don't care if y'all see this and laugh at me or not. I called my dad crying, bro, because I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I've been with 3 women. I should be on the top of the world. I should feel validated like I'm that dude, and not no average 5s or nothing like that. I'm hitting 8s and above. Like, I should be feeling good. And he was like, man, you doing this to fill a hole that a hole ain't gonna fill. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, it just like, you gotta realize like some girls is just, they just have that hold of making you want to do right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think there was a point in my life where I would just like mess around with girls because I felt like they were just filling that gap that was there.
They filled that
all they filled was that one pleasure that I needed. But I didn't really, for like a lot of the girls, I didn't care that much about them because they would annoy me in different ways.
Yeah.
But I did care
exactly
about the fact that they were pleasing me in that way I needed. And so that would keep me to fuck them, like, you know, sticking around and fucking with them. But it's like, I had to come to realize that, like, just because they please you, they're still stressing you out in other ways. Like, and is all of this worth that one thing? Like, you have to take 5 negatives and put it against 1 positive. And is that 1 positive really worth it compared to the 5 negatives? Like,
my dad hit me with the best analogy in the world, bro. When it came to that shit, when I called him and shit, he was like, yo. He was like, you a tea drinker. Everybody know me. I love tea. Sweet tea is my thing. I drink sweet tea.
I like tea.
It doesn't matter what time. It doesn't matter what time I'm drinking it. And so my dad was just like, when you thirsty, you always used to say, hey, I want some tea. I'm going to drink some tea. I'm going to drink some tea. But tea does not hydrate you. It actually dehydrates you. He was like, these women that you're dealing with are like sweet tea. He said they're good while you sipping on it until you finish the cup. Then you're like, damn, I'm still fucking thirsty. Then another cup. Then another cup. Now the gallon's gone and you're just like, why the fuck am I still thirsty? Because you didn't dehydrated yourself. You know what I'm saying? You didn't gave everything up. You're not fulfilling yourself. You're not hydrating yourself with something good. You're just taking the bad.
That's what it is. It's like, I do feel like when you're just kind of messing around with different people and you're not actually finding like true companionship within these individuals, you're not gonna be able to fill that particular gap that needs to be filled. I mean, but it also depends on the type of person you are and where you're at in life. Because some people are just okay with just sleeping around. They don't want a relationship. They don't want that commitment. They don't want that companionship. They're cool with being by themselves. They just want to have sex every once in a while. Like,
I was like that until I had a kid. Once I realized that my body could produce a baby, because at one point in time I was dealing with so many women, I was just like, I can't make no babies. And then I met my baby mother, and I was like, how the fuck did this happen? And like once that happened, I was just like, I guess I should change my ways. And you know the ironic thing about it, my baby girl. I had a girl. My first child.
That's why you changed your ways.
Yeah. Because I was like, hell no. I do not want you to meet a guy like me. I got to change. Like, I got to be better. I got to do things better. Talk to women better. because before her, I wouldn't give a fuck. Oh, I can't do this or.
So I feel like a lot of guys they have a daughter, and they just want to completely stop being a slut.
Yes, yes. I was like, no. Bro, my daughter's only 5, bro, and even at this young age, I still be like, nope. You count your own money. You look what you got in the bank. You understand what you can buy. If you can't buy it 2-3 times over, you ain't getting it. I don't care if it's a bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? Like, my daughter really created a man, because before her, I was a boy. I was a horny ass boy running around, and I had no respect. I did not have respect for women. You know what I'm saying? I did not.
I think because I grew up in a house full of boys, and my mom, we just grew up learning how to respect a woman, because my dad, of course, respected my mom, never put his hands on her.
Yeah.
They would fight, they would argue, but
that's standard, though.
My dad would never put his hands on my mom. Never, ever, once in my life has ever made me feel like he was about to put his hands on my mom. And so we just kind of grew up learning how to respect women. And so that's just kind of what made me just have, learn how to have respect for women. But everybody has their own ways of how they learn.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say that I've had complete respect for all women that I've dealt with. I haven't. I'm going to be honest. But
I apologize to one of them.
I have too, actually. I actually have apologized to a girl that I just felt like I dogged out before. And, she accepted it and all that. And I'm pretty sure we did it again.
Yeah. No, she laughed. She was like, all right, it took you this long. And I'm just like, I'm trying to be sincere here, but you're about to turn me into my old ways. Please forgive me. Like, I need you to say you forgive me. And it was just like, it went down a rabbit hole. But I did that to myself.
I remember when I was like 19, I think, or 20, it was like shortly after I got out of a relationship, I had hit up my ex from like New York when I was like 14. Before I had left New York, I had a girlfriend.
Yikes.
And before I had left, like 6 months before I had like moved, I broke up with her because there was this other girl I wanted to mess around with before.
I did that before.
I'm gonna be honest, and so I had apologized to her like when I was 19, years later, and she accepted it and all that. She was in a whole new relationship and all that shit, but I had to apologize. I remember that shit. I felt so bad. I was just like, damn, I felt so bad because she was like a mad good girlfriend, bro. Like, I feel like if I was in New York, still, would I still be dating her? Maybe, maybe not. But I feel like I would have dated her for a while.
Craziest story of my life. I had the same type of situation. I was in high school. Had this girl. She was very strict. Her mom was. I never had to deal with the fatherly figures or the brotherly figures, but her mom was very strict. Like, you're gonna treat my daughter with respect, stuff like that. And so she instilled those values in herself as a woman. So, all these other kids was like, oh yeah, we fucking, like, we doing this, that, and the third. So I'm looking at her like, hey, yo, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, no, not until I'm this. Got a ring on my finger. So I respected it. And we went to prom together. My dad and my family loved her. And there's one girl, it's like the devil, bro. She walked in my job one day and was like, yeah, you belong to me. I don't care if you're in a relationship or not. And I was like, oh. I was just waiting for her, the good girl, to say something good. Just nice and pleasant and genuine that would creep me out. She was like, man, I really love you. And I was like, and I got rid of her. And I went to the devil. I did. I went to the devil. I had made, my first time writing a song was about her, bro. I was like, I was in love with the devil, bro. And that motherfucker, the devil opened my eyes because she was running around, boy.
Do you feel like...
And now the good girl was a doctor.
But do you feel like a girl who's bad for you, do you feel like those girls could be good for somebody else?
Bad for me?
So, like, a girl who does you wrong, cheats on you with this other dude, right? She just, like, does you completely wrong. And then goes on to, like, marry this dude, have his kids, and have, like, a whole fucking life with this guy. Like, so she dogs you out, but then she, like, changes completely for this other person. Do you think, like, that's... Or do you think she's gonna, like, dog you out with this other guy and then do the same thing to him and just keep
Honestly,
that cycle going.
Honestly, every woman that has dogged me out, and like I said, I'm cool with all of them except one. I don't know where she is. She hit me up a long time ago, but everyone that's had done me wrong is a single mother. Though they might be doing good in their career, but they are horrible with guys. Every guy that they meet, they do them dirty. And at first I was just like, ha, motherfucker, payback. But then again, I was just like, damn, that sucks. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to go through it too.
Yeah, and that's what makes it tough is like knowing that you're just one of them that had to go through it with that particular girl. Because like there are some girls that I've like dated in my life who like I now know that I'm just one of those guys that she done fucked over, you know? So like it sucks being one of those guys, but I feel like everybody goes through it. Like there's even girls who go through it. That's just like one of them girls that were dogged out by a dude, you know what I'm saying? So everybody goes through it and it sucks to go through it.
I even had a mom, one of my exes, her mom, real cool with her and shit like that. She hits me up like every 3-4 months and she was like, hey, you know, so-and-so, she's single. I still love you. I want you to be my son-in-law. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, damn. Like, you real cool, but your daughter is just not there. Like, she's not what I need right now. Like,
yeah, dude, there was a situation where I was in when I was working at Goodwill, and this chick, like, she was cute as hell, I'm not gonna lie to you, but, like, her mom would, like, really try to pressure us to talk and stuff.
Yes.
And, like, one day she was just like, hey, I really want you to, like, you know, talk to my daughter, and, you know,
it's
you know,
weird.
da-da-da, and, like, because you'd be such a good husband for her. I'm like, well,
it's like you're a motherly pimp.
yeah, it's like chill. She's
that.
always just messing with such bad guys, and you just seem like such a good guy, and you're so cute, dude. I'm like, Mom, do you want me? Like,
Yeah.
we can make this happen, Mom.
Yeah.
What's up?
Your husband is not doing his due justice because why are you
trying
talking to
for
me
your
like
daughter
this?
right now? Like, it's getting awkward. Like,
Exactly.
nah, but all right, guys, that's all the time we got for today, man. It turned out to be, you were right. We just improvised the whole show, so we only got through one question, but it's okay.
Yeah, but it was more of a
That was beautiful, man.
it's like a therapy type thing.
It was a beautiful show.
All we needed-
Honestly, I felt like it was a pretty beautiful show. I enjoyed it.
Lyle
honestly.
got to cut his hair like Dr. Phil and just sit in front of us, and then we just express ourselves.
That's just what
Crazy,
it
man.
is. You know what I'm
I
saying?
was thinking that's what this shit is like, right?
You know what I'm saying? It's like a therapy session.
Yeah.
I mean, but sometimes it's needed, man. You know,
Yeah,
I've just been in my zone lately, and sometimes when I get in my zone, I get weird, you know. And I don't like getting weird. I like being there at all times, you know. So I don't like that. So I'm trying to make sure I get the fuck up out of that zone and get into a better zone, to where the energy is better and the shows are getting better again, man. I'm ready for the content to get better. I feel like we actually had a few moments on the show that have potential to go do pretty good numbers. Honestly.
It's some part on the
There
show
was a
that
pretty-
I personally showed coworkers, and they're just like, "Yo, that's funny as hell."
Well, yeah, like,
know what
but
I'm saying?
I feel like this show wasn't that funny. I felt like it was more intriguing. I felt like this show today was a lot more intriguing, a lot more interesting because of the stories, and we were just kind of getting deep with, you know, thoughts
The
and stuff.
viewers, because a lot of thing is a lot of people don't have the confidence to have two bright ass lights, microphone in their face, camera in their face, and just be like, "All right, now tell me all your secrets."
I'm just an open book. I don't care. Because I feel like there's other people out there who can relate to my story. You know what I'm saying? And things that I go through. And there's things that we all go through together. And we just don't realize that we're all going through it because we all go through it alone.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, everybody goes through their own shit.
Unless you open up and talk about it.
Exactly.
Well, exactly.
But most
Unless you open up and
people
talk
you won't
about
see
it.
them
go
do
through
it.
it alone, hurt all by yourself. go
Exactly.
ahead, be
But
my
it's
man.
like, my thing is,
Open
like,
up, talk about it and get rid of the bullshit.
exactly. My thing is that everybody goes through shit in life. And shit hurts sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And it's like sometimes it's cool to just kind of put your shit out and just like let other people know, like, this is what I'm going through. This is my feelings right now. Because other people, again, are going through shit very similar or having way deeper feelings about what you're going through. Like, you're just reaching, like, you're not even reaching the surface for real of what they're fucking really going through, but they can relate, you know? So it's like, I want to reach people in a better way, you know.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do. I just want to reach people in a
allow
better
them
way.
to tap into their own selves.
Right.
And Loud is giving y'all a chance to be on a network to do something like that. Whether you have trauma in different categories, he's putting it out there and say, hey, I got a perfect place for you to
Yeah.
do it. I got the equipment, so you ain't got to do it. You ain't got to stress. All you got to do is sit down and let it go. And I'm going to let you take it. And that's an opportunity that, like Monty said, you might be able to change somebody's lives by just having that confidence to come here and let it all go.
And here's my thing, right? Because I know one of the things that really bothers people is the price factor and all that. First of all, our prices are very fucking reasonable. Second of all,
Compared to a lot.
let me ask you a question. You ready? Let me ask you a question.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Of course, yeah, yesterday, of course. But let me ask you a question. Would you rather go see a therapist
That's going to charge you thousands.
That's going to charge you more.
Thousands.
Probably, and they're getting paid to care about your problems? Or would you rather just come and talk about your problems to the world and let other people relay their feelings to having similar problems that you're going
advice.
through? And just kind of, because I really like to get in front of the camera and just talk about my shit. I don't know. It is therapeutic.
It is therapeutic.
It really is just, it's therapeutic, and then to go back and watch myself and see what I'm talking about and then just be like I respect it. Like I don't regret anything. I feel like I don't regret anything I've ever said on any of my shows. I don't regret anything that I said. I stand by everything that I said.
Because I was definitely watching your other video, and I was just like,
I be wild.
It's different when you're here and you're actually recording, but when you watch the recording and like you see certain twitches and certain body movements, and you're like, oh damn, they was really tapping into my boy, and I was just like, I wanted to fight for you. I was like, no, but watching the video over, I'm just like, damn, he really opening up. He really cracking open. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's a great opportunity.
Be like that sometimes,
Yeah.
man. But all right, guys, I'm gonna catch you guys next week. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. It has been a good one. Hey, chill, it's just a podcast. Stay tuned for everything, man. Powered by Virginia Network. Appreciate you, Loud, for doing this for us.
His veins are popping out his neck.